about contribution from your bench. 0 points that San Diego State game. Just how great was it to see your bench contributing so much tonight?
It was awesome. I mean, that's, like I said, it was one of the conversations we had with our team this week, and actually even before the end of this week, or before the road trip, was that when we win, when we play well, when we score points, our bench contributes. And like we said, they hadn't been the last couple of games, but they stepped up tonight. And what's good, I'll go back and I'll look at it, but what's really good about their points is their points were significant points. It wasn't like all of a sudden, hey, you got 16 points in the last 4 minutes of the game when the game was over. They were scoring points, actually carrying the offense a little bit at times. So really excited for them. Now, like I said, I'll tell them tomorrow as we get ready for Fresno. Well, you guys, you're back. So now that's where the bar's set, and we gotta make them understand it's not one game. It's keep growing, keep growing, keep growing.
Your lead ballooned because of your defense, I thought, Joe, in the first half. What did you feel your team did well on that end to kind of frustrate, maybe rush some of those shots?
I thought, one, I think I got to give credit to my staff. They put together a great game plan. We went over it, we reviewed it, we took some chances. And what we did well is we funneled people into an area we wanted to funnel them into, and then provided a lot of help. And it created a lot of tough shots. More importantly, David, I think, or as important, not more importantly, but as important is, I really thought we controlled the defensive boards in the first half. I can't remember the halftime stats, but I think we had 20-some defensive rebounds on 20-some shot attempts. So that means we're going 1 and out. And so that becomes huge, because one of the things that I was very concerned about watching them and following stats is their ability to, all of them, not just 1 or 2 players, but all of them, to get to the offensive boards and get some putbacks. So I was really pleased with that.
What do you think this does for this offensive performance? What do you think it does for the girls' confidence?
I have no idea. We can talk about what happened after Mississippi Valley State. I thought we played as well on both ends as we've played all year. In the next game we come out, we couldn't score. I thought we played really well against Boise State, and I thought, okay, we're over our offensive, woes. We can score. I'm not going to say we're going to score 70 every night, but we can score, and then we didn't for some games. I'm hoping that we go, hey, we're past that. We put together a complete game. That'll be the conversation tomorrow. I thought for 2.5 quarters we played as complete a game as we've played all year. I thought we did well defensively, executed a game plan. I thought we shared the ball. I thought we executed offensively. And then our defense slipped a little bit. But you know what? I don't know if they'll hear this or not, but I can't blame them. Obviously they can see the score, and and sometimes they go, come on, coach, we're not going to hold them scoreless. But as I tell them all, and we tell them all every day, I don't play the score. We never have played the score here, and never will. If you're going to play, you're going to play the way that we're playing that game, and the way that we play, whether we're down 30 or we're up 30. That's what we expect. So.
Jaden and McKinley, you talked about with the bench, but those two in particular, how can they stay at that level, I guess, Gerald?
I don't know. I think Jaden, I'll be honest with you, I think Jaden has just improved leaps and bounds. I'm so proud of her, and I'm proud of the way she receives coaching and she takes coaching. She's always trying to apply something. One of the things we worked on this week is with our post players is them being a little more aggressive in the post offensively, holding seals a little bit longer, and those are things that people just take for granted, that go on and are taught, at other levels, and they're not, and it's totally new for her. But she's not backing away from that. She's actually stepping up and going, yeah, you know what? If this is going to make me a better player, I'm going to do this. I think McKinley has all the ability in the world. I think McKinley I think McKinley eventually is going to be a double-double player for us day in and day out. What we talk about sometimes as a staff after practice, we go up and we go, well, she teased us today. And then you go, well, today is what I expect from her. What McKinley has to understand, as well as a lot of our young kids, is where they struggle with is they struggle understanding the intensity level that you have to play on the defensive end. And sometimes they get a little bit lost there. And when you're not scoring, it's like the point we made against UNLV. When you're not scoring, then you can't go in and give up 3 easy baskets because you're not scoring for me on the other end at a high rate. Or we're not scoring, I guess, as you would say. So, but today I thought they did. I thought everybody did a good job. I thought Jay Johnson, for not getting minutes in the last couple games, stepped in, guarded the shooter very, very well. Like I said, I thought Shalali had a good game. I thought everybody who got in, basically did for the most part what they were asked to do, and that's what happens. And we needed it. We needed it. We needed the third quarter. I'm not happy we gave up 20, but I'm definitely happy we scored 21. So that jinx is done, and that'll be on the board tomorrow in big bold letters. The third quarter jinx is done. So here we go. So
was there a concerted effort to kind of attack them? And everybody knows
what we wanted to do, what we wanted to do coming back home, and what we worked on. A little bit more as we worked on pushing the ball a little bit more, trying, and what we're having a hard time with our players understanding. And once again, I forget. I have to have guys like Sean and them guys remind me that, even though Alba's playing and Alba's been in the system, Alba didn't get a lot of minutes last year. So this is a lot of new things for her and people like her on our team. For a while, they're thinking when we're talking about push the ball, we're thinking, well, we got to get layups. And I'm trying to get them to understand, no, we can push the ball with pace, make teams run, make teams overcommit, make teams worry about helping somebody. And that's transition as much as, hey, that layup comes open. Well, if you do that enough times, then their mistakes defensively in transition turn into some layups, some easy layups, which we got tonight. And so, I went in offensively with going, okay, we're going to push the ball a little bit more. We're going to be a little more aggressive, and we're going to run more motion. And when I go back, I think that I'll probably go back through the film, and I'll be honest with you, I only think we ran about 7 sets tonight, I think, and the rest was motion. And we've been working more and more on our motion in practice, and I think that I think we're getting pretty good at it. And I just think that, once again, I think that what happens is if we start running too many sets, as I always say, A to B is easy to guard. That's what we do. We're really good at guarding A to B. Sometimes where we have troubles with teams guarding is the teams that then just break down and come at you. That's what motion kind of does for you. You don't know. We don't know. I don't know as a coach, some of the things that's going to happen off of motion. And so I think tonight our motion was really good, and I think that's kind of the direction that we're going with.